Global News Radio 640 Toronto. I'm Chris Chreston. It is a wonderful fall, good October Saturday afternoon here. I'm with Brian Lattanville, of course, from Healthy Home Makeovers. Brian, how you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. Great to be here. Great to be hanging out with you here on another Saturday. You know, if you've never listened to Healthy Home Makeovers before, this is the show where we talk about the health of your home and, you know, how to make your home a healthier place for your family, for your guests, just for yourself, and also your workplace and everything involved. It is healthyhomemakeovers.ca. That is their website. And the show is also brought to you by Improve Canada, Canada's largest home improvement center. And that is located at 7250 Keele Street. Their store, Healthy Home Makeovers. Brian, your store is at Unit 65 there at Improve Canada. So that's
correct.
A great place if you want to go and check out all the things that we're going to be talking about today. And we're going to have some guests on the show as well to talk about some other aspects of home improvement today as well.
Yeah, excited about that. We have Serene from Zemporium coming in, and we have Freddie from Remodel One Canada. So they'll be on a little bit later on in the show to talk about their businesses, a little bit about the Home Improve Center, and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely excited for the show today. Excited for the show moving forward, and definitely excited to bring the folks the information on Healthy Home Makeovers.
Awesome, Brian. You know, so for people who are tuning into us for the first time, can you explain very quickly what exactly Healthy Home Makeovers does?
Sure. So we specialize in the environmental health within your home. So air quality, water quality, electromagnetic fields. We also have infrared saunas and organic bedding. So basically, what does that mean? You can go onto our website and learn more, healthyhomemakeovers.ca. But basically, we have air purification systems. We have water purification systems, organic bedding, electromagnetic field protection, and infrared saunas. We come into your home and do a healthy home assessment, which we'll get into a little bit more. We go over the details of your home and what could be happening in your home that you might not be noticing with water quality, with air quality, electromagnetic fields, room-by-room toxin screens. And then we'll give you the recommendations on how to improve the environmental health within your home.
And you'll come in there and do that healthy home assessment. You bring in the tricorder, as I like to call it. You call it
it's a particle concentration meter.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. And that test the air quality within the home.
And you can measure things that you don't necessarily, that you won't be able to detect with your nose or when you're breathing it. But I've noticed, Brian, this week there's a new easily detectable odor in the hallway in my condo building, and I'm thankful to have one of your air purifiers in my unit because I don't smell it.
Fantastic.
In my unit, and that, of course, is the newly legalized cannabis smell.
Yes, Cannabis Canada. So we are getting a lot of calls this week, actually, about now that this is happening a little bit. It's been a little bit more frequent with, especially in condos or apartment buildings. You're getting those odors, and not necessarily in a semi-detached homes. You might be getting it, but more condos, apartments, if different things like that, you're going to be getting those odors that possibly could be coming into your house from hallways, anything like that. So definitely our air systems will take that odor and the toxins out of the air. Anything that's floating in the air will go through our system, through our HEPA filters, medical grade, and will purify the air in your home. So necessarily if your neighbors, using it for medicinal purposes or recreational purposes or whatever it might be, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be feeling the effects of that in your house. You put one of these systems in, and it will create a purified environment in your own home.
Perfect. And that, I think, is something that people are going to be concerned about. Even if they do happen to use it themselves, you don't necessarily want that smell hanging around. Even if you cook smelly food. I know the other day my wife made delicious Brussels sprouts, but I don't necessarily want that Brussels sprout smell hanging around. And you know what? That smell doesn't necessarily last as long when you've got a air purifier in your home.
You never know. Like other family members might not want it within the house or the smell of the odor. Even if you're, smoking it outside and you're coming in, the odors are still attracted to you, especially in the cold weather. It sticks to your clothing a lot more and it will come inside. And people do get concerned about that. So again, these systems will help remove any of the toxins, any of those issues out of the air, and especially the odors.
info@healthyhomemakeovers.ca is where you can get a hold of Brian and send him an email. If you've got a question, you can give us a call live on the air here as well at 416-870-6400 or star 640 on your cell phone if you've got a question about anything that we talk about throughout the show here today. And you might have some new questions that we haven't heard before now that we've got the legalized cannabis going on, and you're wondering about how you can mitigate some of the odors that might be new to your home, or might not have been exactly what you were hoping for when it all happened.
Exactly. This is a new thing, so people are just really getting into it. It's a new and an old thing. It's been happening for a while, but it is somewhat new. So all I'm going to say is if people are having concerns now more than they did before, then definitely, you can book a healthy home assessment on the website, and it's a $99 charge. And if you end up purchasing something over $500, we give you the $99 back and it becomes a free assessment. But we'll give you a full detailed report on everything that happens, and I'm sure in the next segment we'll go into it more.
Yeah, we'll go into that. We'll talk about water and how that plays into the health of your home, and what Healthy Home Makeovers and Brian Lattanville can do to help you with your water as well as your air, and so much more here on Healthy Home Makeovers. Like I said, we've got guests coming up. We've got your calls coming up, and we're going to be talking more about Healthy Home Makeovers and your home, all brought to you by Improve Canada, Canada's largest home renovation center. 12:14 here on your Saturday afternoon. I'm Chris Chreston. This is Healthy Home Makeovers, and we're here as always with Brian Lattanville from Healthy Home Makeovers. And we started off talking a little bit about the air quality and improving air quality in your home. And we were talking about the tricorder, which is the particle concentration meter, and it was that I call it a tricorder because I am a nerd. But particle concentration meter is the correct tool, and we will get into a little bit more about how the Healthy Home Assessment works, and that's where you book a Healthy Home Assessment with Brian, and he'll come into your home and check everything out. But we do have a call on the line, so I want to get to William because he has a question about that particle concentration meter and how it works, I think. William, thanks so much for giving us a call.
Tricorder is the way to go because, nerds rule the world now. So giddy up. So my question is, with the new, wacky tobacco legislation and everything, the smell is one of those things that's obvious. It's kind of like gasoline smell in the sense that if you smell it, you've got a problem. My question is are there components, and does that particle concentration meter detect things that we wouldn't necessarily smell? Like, there's probably all kinds of other things in the air that we can't smell because we're not dogs, and that this machine does detect. And so my question is that from the marijuana and from other things, will that particle concentration detect that, and what does that sort of mean?
Hi, William. Thanks for calling in. It's Brian on the phone here on the line. Definitely, that's what the machine is meant for. It's going to pick up any of the toxins that are in the air. So it calculates the particles per meter in the air. So anything that's floating in the air that has a toxin in it, that's anything to do with, cannabis or anything else that's going to be floating around, mold spores, other bioburdens, other toxins, that's what this machine is meant for. So that's what it'll do. So this is just an extra added value that it will do. It'll help. Basically, air is an invisible thing. It's hard to detect anything in the air, like you said, unless you can smell it. But that's definitely what this machine is meant to do.
Okay, that's awesome. And are those what are because I know the term because if you go to buy paint, they always talk about no VOCs.
Correct.
Is that what those are?
Well, the VOCs are volatile organic compounds. So that's just one part of a bioburden or a toxin that's floating around in the air.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good. Tell me, there's a lot of terms going on there. So yeah,
yes.
That's cool. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for that.
Thank you for calling in.
Thanks, William, for calling. Thanks for listening. If you want to follow up with Brian about anything and you want to book a Healthy Home Assessment, you can visit healthyhomemakeovers.ca or send him an email, info@healthyhomemakeovers.ca. Now, Brian, what can people expect when they do book that Healthy Home Assessment?
Definitely. So we come in for the Healthy Home Assessment. We're testing your air quality. We're going room by room. I usually if you have a home and you have a furnace room, definitely want to start off there because that's where, we always talk about the furnace being the lungs of your home. And that's definitely where we want to start off to see. I check your furnace filter. I'll check the furnace area. We'll go around. We'll start, the concentration meter down there, and we will detect any issues happening in the basement because that's usually where a lot of the, issues will happen right off the top. So So if you're having a leaky basement, or if you had a leak in the past, or if you had a flood or something along those lines, usually there's going to be some growth happening, bacteria forming, and we'll be able to detect those areas with, the particle concentration meter, or the tricorder. We'll be able to detect all of those areas, and we'll go through, we'll take the pictures, we'll show you what to do. Most of the time, some of these issues that have spots on the ground or on the windowsill, basically you just clean it off. We'll try to figure out why that issue happened in the first place, whether you need to do some repairs, or definitely have an air system installed if you're having a high reading on the particle concentration meter, is something that we want to take care of. So then we go up to your kitchen sink usually, and we'll do a water test. And we'll test for, hard water, obviously, is a big deal. Iron in the water, chlorine, anything else that's happening within the water. And we'll sit down and give you recommendations. And then we'll do a electromagnetic field testing throughout your home. Microsurge meter testing, testing for EMF throughout your hydro lines, dirty electricity, we call it. Also, room-by-room toxin screens. What are the other issues in the home that could be causing environmental illness, or something that you might not even be seeing? So you could have an old dirty carpet, you could have mold growing underneath your carpet in some corner you might not even know. That's why our machines and our testing equipment will help with that. So we go through this, and then you get a full detailed report emailed to you with pictures and everything that you can keep moving forward. So we always recommend to people, anybody selling a home or buying a home even, you can check with us first, and we can go in there and do these assessments and give you an idea of what you might need prior to going in there and doing anything.
And that's a great tool to have, especially if you're able to say, hey, when I'm selling my home, I've had my home checked out, we've got the filters in, we've got the system in, and you're moving into a healthy home already.
Yeah, you're adding value to the home and to the purchase price, even if you wanted to.
And when you book that healthy home assessment, $99, there's no commitment to buy anything at that
No
point.
obligation whatsoever. We're going to sit down with you. There's no high pressure sales tactics here. We're going to give you the recommendations. We're going to give you our brochures. We're going to explain to you what our recommendations are and why these systems can help you. And then it's totally your choice to purchase or not.
And you can buy something all at once, or you can buy one thing at a time.
Correct.
Basically judge what you need as a customer, or what you need in your home, or what you think is the most important.
Correct.
For your family.
Yeah, exactly. You can come down to Improve Canada as well, to our unit, and you'll be able to see all the products firsthand and how they work, touch and feel. A lot of people like to do that. So definitely the water systems are down there, the air systems are there, organic bedding, infrared saunas, electromagnetic field protection. And we show you some of these demonstrations within your home as well, because I always have an air system in the car, a small portable one, or the electromagnetic field filters. We can't necessarily show you the water, but the water is basically, we'll clean the water. We'll show you during our testing what's wrong with the water. Mm-hmm. You'll be able to see it right there and then. That's the other thing, folks. You get to come with me and do the testing. It's not like I'm going to do the testing and I tell you to go hide in a corner. You're there with me, seeing, the numbers changing on the tricorder. You're seeing the results happening right away on the water testing. You're seeing the microsurge meters once we're plugging it in. This is all things that you can go around and check with me, or I can even give you the testing equipment and you can do it.
Awesome. That's terrific. And speaking of Improve Canada, where your store is at 7250 Keele Street, we're going to have a guest on in the next segment from Improve Canada to talk about another aspect of your home.
Yeah, we'll have Serene from Zenporium coming up. We're very excited to talk to her about the wonderful products that they have.
Awesome. All that coming up here on Healthy Home Makeovers. Like I said before, you can send Brian an email, info@healthyhomemakeovers.ca. Visit the website, healthyhomemakeovers.ca. And this is all brought to you by Improve Canada, Canada's largest home improvement center. Global News Radio 640 Toronto. I am Chris Chreston. This is the Healthy Home Makeovers Expert Hour. As always, I'm joined by my friend Brian Lattanville from Healthy Home Makeovers. And Healthy Home Makeovers has a store that you can check out at Improve Canada. That's up at Keele and the 407 in Vaughan, and it's Canada's largest home improvement center. And we've got another guest in studio today who's also got a store in the Improve Canada Center, which is a great place. If you haven't been to Improve Canada yet, I strongly suggest you go over there. And it's inspirational how many different things that you can find, whether it's something to improve the health of your home or improve the decor of your home or improve so many different things. And that is why we're glad today to be joined by Serene Jabara from Zenporium Furnishing and Accessories. Thanks so much for joining us here, Serene.
Thank you for having me, Chris. It's great to be here.
I'm just on your website right now, Zemporium.com. A lot of really cool, interesting things. And tell the listeners exactly what it is that you guys offer.
Absolutely. So at Zemporium, we specialize in building furniture out of wood that would otherwise be discarded. We're all about sustainability, and specifically we're working with reclaimed wood. So it's either reclaimed salvage or environmentally sustainable. Yeah.
It's cool stuff, and it's really cool looking things, and very. I had a writer's craft teacher in English in high school who told me you can't put a modifier in front of unique, but these things are very unique looking pieces of furniture, and really cool with the textures of wood that you get with those reclaimed pieces of wood in the structures.
Absolutely. And that's one of the nice things about working with reclaimed or salvage wood. You're going to get a lot of unique textures, colors, patinas, things that you wouldn't otherwise get if you're working with brand new material. And that's one of the things we like to do is we take that old wood that would have otherwise been discarded and we try to find a new life for it, essentially its second life. And we turn that into something new, whether it's a dresser made out of retired fishing boats.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a dresser made out of the wood from an old fishing boat.
Absolutely. What we do is we work with artists that salvage wood from retired fishing trawlers. These are trawlers that would have spent a good 60, 80 years on the water. Damaged beyond repair, we take those panels from the boats and recreate them into furniture. Otherwise, they would have been discarded, beached, burnt. Rather than adding, waste to our world, we take that and we turn it into something really beautiful and colorful and very unique.
And it's a really cool way to add a great piece to your home. So you're talking about reclaiming wood from boats. What other places do you reclaim wood from? I'm intrigued here.
That's a great question. We have a couple of different lines. One of our lines is we refer to as the architectural salvage line. So what we do is, other than boat wood, we take wood from old bridges, railways, houses even, and we'll take that wood, whether it's ironwood or teak, and turn that into very textured, beautiful, natural pieces. A few other ways that we reclaim wood is taking things like roots of trees. A lot of the trees that get milled, the roots are never used. The milling industry usually discards the roots. So we are all about taking that root and recreating it into something beautiful and allowing the natural characteristics of that root to dictate a lot of the times the design of the pieces. So we'll take a root of a tree and either take a slice of it and hang it on a wall so you have a beautiful art piece, or we turn it into coffee tables, side tables, bowls, platters, you name it. We'll even take things like trees from coffee plantations. After 4 to 6 years, those trees get discarded, and we'll take those trees, dry them out, clean them up, and dry them out, and then they become permanent indoor sculptures.
We're talking to Serene Jabara from Zemporium Furnishing and Accessories. They've got a store at Improve Canada. You can visit their website at zemporium.com or visit Improve Canada up at Keele and the 407 Unit 46 and 251 at Improve Canada. It's, Serene, it's really interesting to have stuff. You walk into so many people's homes and you get cookie cutter pieces of furniture. This is something that every one of these pieces is unique. That's one of the benefits that I'm thinking of. What are the other benefits of using reclaimed wood for building furniture?
One of the other benefits of using reclaimed wood, other than the fact that you have a very unique piece and you're also helping the environment by sparing the cutting down of wood and reducing waste, you're also reclaiming wood that was cut down years ago. And with time, wood matures and becomes more stable, and it develops a beautiful patina and color, and it darkens over time. That's something that you'll never be able to achieve with new wood that was cut down. So
it's really cool stuff.
Yeah, definitely. There's some very beautiful pieces there, very unique, like you said. When my wife comes over to the center, I have to guide her away from that store. No, I'm just kidding. Because we've been in, and you have a couple of units there, and it's just some great pieces of furniture there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us here, Serene. It was really great to have you in and draw our attention to the great pieces that you have at the store. Anything else you want to add before?
Yeah, we, as you mentioned, we are located at Improve. You can visit us there and see pretty much everything that we carry on display. We also have everything on our website at zemporium.com, and we have a warehouse in Leslieville at 388 Carlisle.
Perfect.
That's there. That's at Improve Canada and Zemporium.com. ZENPORIUM.com, and you can send an email, info@zemporium.com as well if you've got any questions. But visit the website, visit the store at Improve Canada. Thank you so much, Serene, for joining us here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
A whole
Thanks
lot
a lot.
more coming up on Healthy Home Makeovers on the other side. 12:32 here, Healthy Home Makeovers. I'm Chris Chreston. Brian Lattanville is here as always, and it's always fun when we get to have some of our friends from Improve Canada in here as well, Brian.
Yeah, it's great. Having some special guests on. We'll be doing this for the next little while. A little something different that we're going to try to do. Talk about Improve Canada, about the different vendors and stores that we have in here. And there's some great, wonderful things that I've been saying over the past year of being on the show that now I'm going to show you on the radio. We're going to show you all the different people. So.
Exactly. And you can check out all the stores and all the stuff we talk about here at Improve Canada, and that is at 7250 Keele Street. And we'll be getting back to the Healthy Home Makeovers, the Healthy Home Assessment and stuff coming up later on in the show. But right now we are joined by Freddie Fasley from Remodel One Canada Flooring and Renos. Thanks so much for joining us here, Freddie.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course.
You know what? For the people out there listening right now, Freddie, you've got it's flooring and renos, and they can check you out at Improve Canada. But you want to let us know exactly what sets you guys apart?
Yeah, so we're a Remodel Canada Carpet One Floor and Home. Our motto in this business is home remodeling. We do a lot of floors as well. We are part of the buying group called Carpet One Floor and Home, which is an American buying group. We're over 1,000 stores worldwide. And with that, we offer a healthier living installation.
So what's a healthy installation all about?
So basically, we offer a flooring installation that delivers antimicrobial protection for your flooring. It minimizes dust and inhibits allergens, mold, growth, and odors. Our exclusive installation system provides a superior level of care for you and your family.
That's awesome, and that ties in nicely with the Healthy Home Makeovers.
Yeah, that's it, and that's what we're all about. That's what we're trying to do. Some of that stuff at Improve Canada, try to give you some people some healthy and eco living, and Remodel One Canada has their part in that as well.
Freddie, you've got this new website launching too, as well. Correct?
Yes, so correct. That's we invented our new website, which will direct you to our original website, which is remodelcarpet1.com or .ca. But our new website is 905 Remodel. 905 Remodel is a web intel. So if you're looking to renovate or remodel your home, your bathroom, your kitchens, your basement, paint the house, whatnot, and flooring as well, of course, you would call 905 Remodel or visit 905remodel.ca or .com.
Or come and see you at Improve.
Correct.
Exactly. And what unit number is the?
We are at 7250 Keele Street. This is unit number 205.
Unit 205, and that is where you will find Remodel One. When I'm just visiting your website right now, and there's always so many different kinds of flooring and different kinds of things. What's the trend right now? What's interesting? What are people really driving towards these days?
Nowadays, for a lot of homes, hardwood has been very much on demand. The other product that is going out of the shelves out nowadays is our vinyl floors. A vinyl floor has taken over laminate floors because they're waterproof and water resistant. Unfortunately, laminate does not give that to you. And with that, we, of course, provide the Healthier Living installation. Healthier Living installation is a treatment that we apply on your floors, and it meets indoor air and surface quality standards. It has an antimicrobial treatment, also limits surface areas, microorganisms from becoming airborne during installation, and preserves the home's indoor air quality for during of the installation. Combined with a HEPA filter vacuum during installation, these steps taken by our professional installers will support better air quality in your home.
That's awesome, Freddie, because when you think about it, that's always one of the sort of barriers I think a lot of people have to doing any renovation. It is sort of, am I going to kick up all this dust? What am I going to be dealing with in my home? How am I going to be able to live through this? And that's something that you guys have been able to solve.
That is correct, yes.
And Freddie, when people visit the 905 Remodel, there's also a phone number. It's also 905 Remodel.
Correct. That's 905 Remodel.
Simple.
It's
Very
a web
simple.
intel.
Freddie, when we're talking about flooring and we're talking about carpet, is there something that you guys are doing, Carpet One, Remodel One, that's a little different? Is there?
Yeah, so Remodel Canada is our brand that we utilize to advertise our company in regards to remodeling. Well, if it relates to, let's say, carpet, hardwood, vinyl, laminate tile, and that would be the flooring aspect of it. But we also do kitchen renovations, bathroom renovations, basement, and we also do painting and trim work. So Remodel Canada would be our Canadian company and renovation aspect of our company name. However, Carpet One Floor and Home is a total separate brand and company, which is an American brand, but we are a member of that brand.
Gotcha. Understood. Thank you so much for coming in here today, Freddie. It's been really informative and interesting stuff. Is there anything else you want to leave with the audience before you go?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a promotion right now going on. For 700 square feet or more of flooring, we will include the HLI installation for free. That is the Healthier Living installation. And you can visit us at Improve Canada, Unit 205, or our website at 905remodel.com. You can learn more on our website or contact us at 905remodel to book your free in-home consultation and measurement.
That's great. Thanks so much for joining us here today, Freddie. So the promotion today is to throw in that healthy installation for free.
Correct. And this promotion will it starts today and it will go until the end of the year.
That's terrific. You can visit them at Improve Canada. Thanks again, Freddie, for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks a lot,
Appreciate
Freddie.
it. Whole lot more on Healthy Home Makeovers on the other side. Healthy Home Makeovers here on Global News Radio 640 Toronto. I am Chris Chreston, as always, joined by Brian Lattanville. Just had a couple of guests in from Improve Canada, and that is where you can find the Healthy Home Makeover store as well at 7250 Keele Street. Head on over there to check out all sorts of different stores and inspiration for your home. And like we were talking about with Freddie there from Remodel One, that there are healthy alternatives and ways to remodel your home. In his case, we're talking about flooring, talking about all that. Brian, we talk to you about the water and the air quality and EMFs. What else does Healthy Home Makeovers offer in at the store that you guys can bring to someone's home when they book the Healthy Home Assessment, or that you can add on when you're talking about there's so much more. There's so much more to offer. The bedding, the infrared saunas. Where do we start?
Yeah, definitely. And just to before we get there, I just want to go back to what Freddie was saying about his home renovations and having the HEPA vacuum that he uses for the air quality. Mm-hmm. So this is some of the stuff that I've been talking about over the past year on the show. Is prior to doing a renovation, folks, you want to have one of these air systems in place. It's great that they use a HEPA vacuum, but that's only going to be happening when they're there doing your flooring. You're ripping out your drywall, you're ripping out other items, other old carpets. You might be doing some of that reno yourself, which is most of the stuff is, hey, it's fun to smash a sledgehammer, knock down a wall, or rip up that old carpet and see what's underneath there. But you're breathing in all those bioburdens and all those toxins, folks. And we don't want you breathing that in. It's bad for your health. So you have these air systems in, you're wearing the nice mask. The air system's going to be taking that out of the air while you're doing your renovation. So I just wanted to touch on that point, which is great. And I love their healthy living aspect, where they're going to put the microbials on the floor and take care of all that product. It's a fantastic product. And that's what we like to talk about in here. We like to tie it into a healthy home and how to provide that. So that's why some of our guests come on and they can talk about these things like wood sustainability with Zenporium and definitely healthy living with Remodel One. So back to your question. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, that's great because that's a great point to make.
Yes.
Book your healthy home assessment before you start doing the tear down and the renovation.
Yeah, correct. You can book it before. You can put the system in. We can even come over after and check it out once it's done. But yeah, all you have to do after your renovation, folks, is change the one pre-filter. It's a $20 filter in the whole home system. You change that one pre-filter. It's collected all of that drywall dust, all of those burdens, and the rest of the system has helped provide clean, purified air throughout the home while the renovation's happening.
Awesome. And, getting back to where I was going was the other things that you guys offer. So we know you do the healthy home assessment. You can make the water cleaner. You can make the air cleaner. What else do you guys offer?
Yeah, so electromagnetic fields. It's somewhat of a new thing that people are worried about, and they should be worried about it. There are high levels of EMF radiation that could be affecting your bodies and your homes, your kids, your families. There's low radiation and high radiation. So we've had some calls about certain things, and we go over there. We suggest that we come in and test because there's certain levels that you can have and certain levels that could be harmful to your body. You could be waking up with headaches headaches or feeling body aches or joint pains, any of these things could be causing from electromagnetic field radiation going within your body. Everybody acts differently on it. Everybody could be affected differently by it, I should say. Sorry. But that's one of the things. Then we do room by room toxin screen. So we go through room by room and try to help you identify some of the toxic issues that could be happening within your home, where that could be growing. And, the particle concentration meter helps with that. The water testing is helping with that. The EMF protection is helping with that. All of those things that we go through and test. And obviously we do visual tests because we know what we're looking for. We're the experts in this area. So we try to help you provide. So, you never know what's happening in certain rooms because you're not always spending your time in those rooms, right? You could have a spare room. You could have a kid's room. You just never know what's going on, and we'll help you, and we'll give you a detailed report and the recommendations on how to improve that within your home.
www.healthyhomemakeovers.ca, info@healthyhomemakeovers.ca, or you can call or text Brian anytime, 647-660-4900. They've also got the store at Improve Canada. That's Canada's largest home improvement center at 7250 Keele Street. Now, Brian, another thing that you guys offer is the infrared saunas, and this came out actually at my poker night last night. We're hanging out. One of the guy who's hosting the poker night, is a yoga teacher, and he starts talking about hot yoga and the benefits of infrared heat in a hot yoga facility versus using the typical ways of heating a room. And you know what? And I brought up your saunas, and a guy that I was playing poker with here also mentioned that he heard the show and wanted to know about the saunas that you guys offer, and he wanted to know if you could build a sauna for him on his balcony.
Definitely, there's we can definitely put the saunas on the balcony. They're going to be safe out there, weather-wise, if that's a concern. But if you're in a condo or an apartment, you better check with the bylaws for the condo and apartment to make sure you can have something like that out there. They're like the smaller ones are 120 power, so they would be very easily, run out there for power-wise. We have basically some prefab ones that would just pretty much sit on the balcony, but we need to know the size and the dimensions of your balcony to make sure that it would fit. But yes, it could go out there. We recommend this all the time, and they're easily so you can take them apart if you wanted to and put them in 4 walls, a roof, and a floor. Put them inside in the winter if you wanted to. Put them back outside in the summer, whatever you want to do, or you can leave it out there all winter long. That's fine too, and we can go over and discuss that with you when you come into our store, or you purchase one and we come and install it. We'll give you all the details on how that works. But yes, it can work on a balcony.
And there's obvious benefits to having an infrared sauna in a location like that. One is that you don't have to run any pipes for drainage or anything. What are the other benefits of an infrared sauna?
Yeah, so definitely the drainage is a big thing. It's basically quick installation. You're going to need a drain pipe for the water. You're not going to need any special, we always talk about what kind of water are you pouring on the rocks for the steam saunas and what are you breathing in, right? If you have bacteria and chemicals in that water that you're pouring on there, you're breathing those bacteria and chemicals in. The other part of it is the speed of how quickly the saunas will heat up. So a steam sauna will take a little while for you to turn it on, for you to heat it up, to pour the water on, to get the steam flowing, and finally for you to go in there and feel the benefits. An infrared sauna, you turn it on within 2 or 3 minutes, the infrared emitters are heated up. And the difference between our saunas and some of the other ones on the market is ours are medical grade. We like to talk about medical grade with our business. We have medical grade saunas. We have medical grade air systems. We have medical grade water systems. So what is medical grade? So medical grade with our saunas we have stainless steel emitters. Some of the ones that you're getting from overseas or wherever, they could be painted. So what's in the paint and then what's leaching out of the paint into the air. The other thing is we have no EMF in our emitters. So we're under 200 watts in each emitter, and that does not produce EMF. Anything higher, that's why we have several emitters within our units, where some of the other units will only have 2, 3, 4 emitters. That means they're higher wattage. They could be producing EMF.
And when we're talking about infrared, but you guys will also do a hybrid sauna as well if a customer wants you to build a custom one.
Yeah, we can do the steam saunas as well. We can do the hybrid, a dual infrared and steam sauna. Our supplier, which is a Canadian supplier, will give us anything, and we can customize a sauna. We can do a whole customized room. Obviously, the pricing is just a little bit different. You're getting basically 2 of the benefits. It's all a price point and a price-wise, but definitely we can do fully customized saunas. We can do steam and infrared. We can just do steam. steam. There are also steam showers that they supply as well, which we can get into with our contractors. But definitely we can fully customize something. That's why we like to go in the home. We like to have the discussion with the client, sit down and go over all the options and figure out what the best thing is for them, and then come up with a proper budgeted price for them. And if they're purchasing air, water, and infrared, or if they're purchasing a couple of products, we can always work at the price as well, because we're coming in there once, we're doing one big installation all in one time where they save money.
Perfect. So rather than having to go to Brian, you can get him to come to you by booking a healthy home assessment at healthyhomemakeovers.ca. But if you want to check out these products, the saunas, you can visit the store at Improve Canada as well. And another thing that you can check out at the store is the bedding. We'll touch on that as Healthy Home Makeovers continues on Global News Radio 640 Toronto. 12:53 here with Brian Lattanville from Healthy Home Makeovers, taking you through until 1 o'clock here and talking about the health of your home. We finished up talking about the infrared saunas that you guys offer, and you can check that out at healthyhomemakeovers.ca or visit the store at Improve Canada at 7250 Keele Street. You can send Brian an email anytime, info@healthyhomemakeovers.ca, to ask about any of these products and services. And the others, one of the other services that you guys offer, and one of the other products, is the bedding, and that's some terrific stuff that you guys have in that field.
Yeah, organic bedding, folks, fully customized. We are the manufacturer, so you're not getting you're getting factory direct pricing. Basically, you're not getting middleman pricing, which you'll get at the big box stores. We are also going to be at Home Fest November 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. That's our home show that we're going to be at International Center. Come down and see us. It's all about inside the home, and we will show off of some of our bedding accessories there. We won't have a mattress there, but some of our bedding accessories, our air systems, other systems. Also, something I'm going to talk about briefly that's very exciting is we're working with a new company that's developing a smart air filter. It's going to be very exciting. They're probably going to be at the show with us. We're just working out some final details, and I'll talk about it probably on the next show at the show. Our next show is November 2nd, I believe, 3rd. So we'll be talking about that a little bit more in depth. But basically, it's a smart air filter that you will get a notification from your furnace filter to tell you when to change it or when it needs to be fixed. And it's electric filter. So you will all the particles bind together, and they capture it more. We'll talk a little bit more about that, but I just wanted to introduce that quickly.
Pretty
also
cool.
We're doing we had the home heating event at Improve the last weekend, and it did so well, we're extending it. So
Awesome.
We have 25% off our saunas before we jump into anything about bedding. So we have 25% off our saunas and 25% off our air systems for your home heating event. There's also other locations within the center that are discounting fireplaces, furnaces, anything to do with home heating, home flooring, heated floors, anything like that. So you can go and check them out. It's going up to this Sunday only, folks, so don't miss out.
Awesome. Check that out, and check it out at Healthy Home Makeovers as well.
Yeah, so to get back into bedding, we have Cozy Sleep Bedding. It's our brand. It's our company. It's under the umbrella of Healthy Home Makeovers, and fully customized organic bedding, folks. So foam, we've talked about this many times. Most of the mattresses are made with foam or have some kind of foam inside, memory foam or regular foam as a core or a topper or anything like that. That off gases for 7 years. So you're breathing that in all the time. It's like that new car smell. You get that new car, it's foam off gassing, and that's what you're breathing in. Then you get dust mites, and you get these things that they defecate inside the mattress. That's why your mattress should only last you 10 years. It gets double the weight after 5 or 8 years. And that's why it's so much heavier when you're taking it out than when you first purchased it, because all of that is inside your mattress.
Because it's filled with mite crap.
Yes, pretty much. So you definitely want to think about that and not be breathing that in. And that's why when you hit your mattress, you see all those dust things coming out. You don't want to have that happen. That's why they're telling you to vacuum your mattress, but your vacuum's not getting what's inside the mattress, folks. It's already in there. And it doesn't matter what waterproof things you're putting on your mattress, zip up, they're going to get in because they're minuscule and they get in through the stitching holes and all the sorts of things like that. And anytime you're taking that off to clean it, they're going to get in there somehow, some way. It just happens. So definitely, we fully customize the mattresses. So if you like your side firm and your partner likes it soft, we can make the mattress like that. We have latex, we have wool, we have cotton, we have traditional, we have full latex mattresses. Whatever you want, we can fully customize. And that's what we do when we come into your home and do the assessment as well. We talk about your bedding and any options that you might be interested in. And we have organic duvet covers, camel cashmere, yak cashmere, silk. We have organic sheets. We have organic pillows, latex, cotton, wool, all sorts of things like that. So we can make you a full bedding set that's fully organic for you.
Awesome, Brian. In the moments that we have left, could you very quickly describe to me what people are thinking and generally what's happening in their homes when they decide to give you a call at 647-660-4900 and book a healthy home assessment?
There's lots of different ways, folks. If you're waking up and you're sneezing, call us. If you're waking up and you feel like you have allergies during the day, your eyes are itching in your own home, call us. If you're walking around and you have some odor in your home that you're worried about, call us. If you're walking around and you're seeing, black spots on your windowsills, or you're having something in the basement, you don't know what that is, call us. If your water smells bad or it's not tasting properly, call us. If you're feeling like you're having high electromagnetic field issues within the home, call us. Any of these things that you're worried about, give us a call, book online. I'm telling you, go book right online, healthyhomemakeovers.ca. The Book Now page is right there. You click the Book Now page, we come in, we set up a time that works for you. We come in at nighttime, we come in the weekend, we come in the morning. Whatever you want, we'll come in and help you with, and we'll give you the expertise and the knowledge that you need to give yourself a healthy environment. Remember, the water is the blood of your home, the air is the lungs of your home, and we talk about electromagnetic fields and the hydro being almost like the brain of your home. It's running the lights. So the lights are on, the lights are off. You want to make sure all of that's safe in your home.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brian. That again, Brian Lattanville. 647-660-4900. Give him a call or visit healthyhomemakeovers.ca.
I want to thank our guests.
Big thank you to Serene, who is from Zemporium Furnishings and Accessory. They've got a sale starting at the Improved Canada store starting November 9th. And Freddie from Remodel One Canada. And they've got a special that is going on from today until December 31st. They're going to throw in that healthy installation when you buy a floor from them.
Correct. Great. Thanks for coming out, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Remember, Home Fest, November 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Come and see us.
Awesome. I'm Chris Chreston. Stay tuned to Global News Radio 640 Toronto.